Hello, everyone. I am pleased to be with you today to discuss trade secret protections in the European Union. My name is Johanna Schwartz-Mirales. I am of counsel at Delcade, a boutique French business law firm with offices in Paris, Bordeaux, Lille, and Biarritz. Today's course is designed to be a broad overview of general principles applicable to trade secret protection in the EU. As we'll see in today's discussion, it is possible to discuss general principles applicable to trade secret protection within the European Union because the EU has enacted a directive that requires member states to adopt a common set of rules governing trade secrets. So, while the specific legal rules that govern the acquisition, use, and disclosure of trade secrets within the EU will be found in each member state's national laws, which all vary in some ways, those rules will also exhibit a high degree of uniformity, a common core, if you will, of baseline rules and principles across EU member states. The goal of today's discussion is to review those common rules and principles which come from the EU Trade Secrets Directive. To that end, today's discussion first will cover the directive's origins. We'll then talk about the directive's contents, including what constitutes a trade secret, what constitutes a trade secret violation, and what remedies exist for violations. So just by way of background to the directive, the legal regime that is currently in place dates from 2016. And that is when the EU passed the Trade Secrets Directive, whose official name is Directive number 2016-943 of 8 June 2016 on the protection of undisclosed know-how and business information, trade secrets, against their unlawful acquisition, use, and disclosure. That's quite a mouthful. Prior to 2016, each of the EU member states, as well as the EU itself, were party to the Agreement on Trade-Related Aspects of Intellectual Property Rights, better known as the TRIPS Agreement. And TRIPS established some basic baseline obligations for signatory states in terms of trade secret protections. These obligations are found in Article 39 of TRIPS, which basically does three things. So first, Article 39 defines trade secrets. The definition, which we'll see is essentially retained in the European Directive, establishes that a trade secret is any, quote, information that is secret in the sense that it is not, as a body or in the precise configuration and assembly of its components, generally known among or readily accessible to persons within the circles that normally deal with the kind of information in question. So that's part one, A. B, has commercial value because it is secret, and C, has been subject to reasonable steps under the circumstances by the person lawfully in control of the information to keep it secret. So there's the TRIPS definition of a trade secret. Second, Article 39 requires signatories to put into place legal protections for trade secrets, but the agreement is not particularly specific regarding the extent of these legal protections, nor the manner in which member states must approach their implementation or enforcement. Article 39 merely provides that, quote, natural and legal persons shall have the possibility of preventing trade secrets from being disclosed to, acquired by, or used by others without their consent in a manner contrary to honest commercial practices. So you might think of breach of contract or breach of confidence. Third and finally, Article 39 requires signatory states to provide effective protection for trade secrets that have been disclosed to government entities in connection with certain regulatory approval or oversight activities.